Now, a man that is no fan of President Trump says there's overwhelming evidence against Fani Willis to be removed from the case. That's what I got for you today, so waste no time. Let's get into it. Harvard University law professor Demetrius Alan Dershowitz told Newsmax on Friday that the evidence is overwhelming against, well, I like Fani. She gets mad about that. So Miss Piggy, Fani Willis, district attorney for Fulton County, who said is trying to pressure the judge into focusing on an apparent appearance conflict. Well, there's no appearance. She actually did it. So we have to see what the judge will come back to her within this week, I hope. But I want you to hear from Alan Dershowitz himself, what he said about the overwhelming evidence against Miss Piggy. Listen to this.
Fani Willis, you told me last week there should be a special prosecutor to investigate her. What do you think of this recent twist here where she's saying the appearance isn't enough to disqualify her? Do you think she has any weight in this argument?
She's trying to put pressure on the judge to find only that there was an appearance and then say that wasn't enough. But even if you need an actual conflict, it's there. The evidence is overwhelming. The evidence is overwhelming that they had an affair before she hired him. The evidence is overwhelming that she benefited financially from it. The evidence is overwhelming that he was not qualified to do the job and earn $700,000. This ought to be a criminal investigation of Fani Willis and the two witnesses. I think we're well beyond disqualification, but I don't know whether the judge will have the courage to actually look and say, I believe you committed perjury. I believe you committed obstruction of justice. I believe you tampered with witnesses. I believe you conspired to commit perjury.
Now you kept hearing repeatedly, overwhelming. Well, overwhelming. Well, Willis filed a brief on Tuesday that read, every Georgia case that has addressed the issue has reached the same conclusion. In order to authorize a trial to disqualify an elected district attorney, an actual conflict of interest must be proven. No prosecutor in this state has ever been disqualified on the appearance of a conflict. If you watched any of the trial, that's exactly what the judge said during the trial. So she's trying to use his own words against Alan Dershowitz, Harvard professor, and like I said, no fan of Donald Trump. Went on there and you heard him say, this ought to be a criminal investigation of Fani Willis and the two witnesses, but I don't know whether the judge will have the courage to do it and actually look and say, I believe you committed perjury. I believe you committed obstruction of justice. I believe you tampered with witness. I believe you conspired to commit perjury. Now, this is what I'm saying about the judge myself, is if he is an upstanding and not corrupt judge, he will come back to say, yes, she needs to be in criminal charges against her. She needs to be removed from the case. And I believe that the case should be thrown out. But they're going to go through the process of trying to find another prosecutor to prosecute the case. And if they do, whether that prosecutor will even take the case or just say, let's throw it out. It should be thrown out because this is fraudulent. He never tried to interfere in an election, never tried to overturn an election. So when you get in people like Alan Dershowitz saying something, which I don't know if he would like to see Trump get prosecuted, but he is one that is willing to stand up to the law. And that's what needs to be done, because too many of these cases, like New York with the fraudulent bitch Letitty James and Bragg, all bullshit, and that bullshit one for that sexual assault one in there with that Jean Carroll, that lying bitch, no evidence, don't even remember when it happened, the date when it happened, and you think that's so traumatizing that you would remember something like that. And if you look at it, there ain't not a damn soul want to touch that thing. So there's so much bullshit going on right now with this, it's gotta be stopped. This is why I tell you in all my videos about this election, and it's so important. You gotta get out and vote. You gotta get your neighbors, your friends, your families. I say this in every one of my videos. Go back and look at them. You'll see what I say. This election is so important. We got to get Democrats out of power, no matter what it takes. So let me know what your guys' opinion is. Leave some comments and questions below. Don't forget to share my videos with your friends and family. Get my reach out to other people. Follow me on Rumble at Country Conservative. This is how I get the truth out to people, and that's what I put out to you, the truth. Even if these idiot liberals don't think so, and you throw it in their face, the truth, and they still won't believe it. That's how brainwashed we are. So let me know what you guys think again. Leave some comments and questions below. You don't want to be watching this story and many others, and hopefully we get Fani Willis' decisions out this week and I catch it in time, but I will put a video out no matter what. So let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, this has been the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.